Good morning, everybody. Man, is it foggy out? I hope you're ready to work your core today. I decided to write up a little class this morning, so we'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna give everybody a minute here to jump on. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Sue. Morning, Jan. Morning, Amy. Morning, Patty. Morning, Gina. All right, guys. I'm just gonna flip my camera. Just trying to get my computer up so I can see my video when I go sit down. Morning, Jess. All right, guys. I'm just going to figure out how to flip this thing here. All right. Sophie's joining again this morning. Stretching out. And pickles. All right. All right. Hey, everybody. What a beautiful foggy morning we're having, huh? All right. So, in case you didn't hear right when I jumped on, I said we're going to work some core. I believe it was Jan Sharma that requested crow at one point. So that's what we're gonna do. So we'll see how this goes. It's gonna be really weird to try and show you guys crow for those of you that might not know it from here and not to be able to see you. So we'll see how it works. So yeah, let's go ahead and get ourselves set. Of course, we're starting reclined because how else would we start? And so get yourself set. Hey Google, play piano in the background on Spotify. Sorry, I forgot to turn the music on.
Playing the Spotify playlist called Piano in the background.
All right, so find your seats. If you want to start out in your cobbler position with your legs so that we get the stretch in the hips. We want to try and get those hips open as much as we can so when we hit that crow point of the class, we've got nice open bodies and good flexibility to be able to get into the positions. So feet in cobbler or wherever else you're comfortable there. Bolster behind you if you want to have that support on the spine. So lay yourselves back. Let the arms fall open to a T. You can close your eyes. Let the jawline relax, making sure your throat is nice and open so the chin is not tucked down into the chest. And find your breath. Nice, slow, deep inhales. Completely fill the lungs up. Feel your bellies expand. Your rib cage expand. All the way up into the chest. And then very slowly exhaling your way all the way back down. As you begin your next inhale, we're going to slowly bring those knees up towards the ceiling. Windshield wiper yourselves side to side. And let's drop into our spinal twist. Roll onto the right hip, drop both knees to the right, and turn your head to the left. You want a little bit more of a stretch in the IT band, low back, hip area. Just straighten that left leg all the way out to the right side. If you want to look at me, it's just going to give you a little bit more of a stretch on that top leg. Just an option, not a requirement. Bend that left knee back in. And then as you begin your next inhale, bring yourselves to the center. And then as you exhale, other side. So drop both knees to the left, roll onto that left hip. Turn your head to your right. And then from there, if you'd like, you're going to straighten the right leg out. then find your comfortable seat. All right. So we're gonna start with a seated twist. So find your seat wherever you're comfortable. Spines are nice and long. Left hand is gonna come over. Right hand is gonna go back. Twisting open from the belly button. Go ahead and release. Bring yourselves back to the center. And then same thing, other side. And come back to the center. All right, bring your right foot to the front if it's not already. We're gonna bring our right hand to the floor, and then on your inhale, sweep that left arm up overhead. Reach through those left fingers, stretching out that side body. We're gonna turn our gaze towards the floor. Lower your left hand down. So both hands are to the right side. And then as you begin your next inhale, walking yourselves to the center and sinking yourselves in. Whether you're just walking your fingers out, folding over, if you're sinking to the forearms, if you're using props underneath the forearms, whatever works for you to sink yourself in, the further that you sink, the more of a stretch that you're going to get. You should feel more of a stretch on the right side than the left because our right foot is to the front in our seat. As you begin your next inhale, we're going to walk our fingers back, bring ourselves back up to our seat. Straighten your legs out, give them a shake out here. And then when you're ready, you're going to pull the feet back in, but this time the left foot is to the outside. So same thing, other side, so left hand to the floor. Inhale, bring that right arm up and overhead. Turn your gaze towards the floor. Right hand is going to come down, so both hands are to the floor on the left side. And then as you inhale, bring yourselves to the center and sink yourselves in. However you can, prop yourselves up where you need to be. a shake here. And we're gonna swing around onto our hands and knees and get into our cats and cows. So go ahead and get yourself set up. Extra cushion underneath the knees if you need it. And line everything up. Knees to hips, hip distance apart. Wrist to shoulders, same thing. Keeping that core engaged so you're not jumping into your low back. Inhaling to your cow, forehead, tailbone coming up. And then exhaling to your cat, rounding your spine, tuck the chin and tailbone, pressing into your mat. Follow your own inhales and exhales. Slowly flex and extend your spine. One more of each here, and then press back into your child's pose. As you guys begin your next inhale, we're going to slowly roll ourselves up onto hands and knees. We're going to come back into that tabletop position like we just were for our cats and cows. And we're going to get that core working. So the first thing we're going to do is just to come into the tabletop position. Just going to turn this way, it might be a little bit easier for you guys. So you're going to come back into that tabletop position lined up just like you were in cats and cows, except you're going to take and you're going to curl your toes under, and we're going to pick our knees up, and we're just going to hover the knees over, keeping that core nice and strong and engaged. So 5 breaths, we're going to be holding this. So get everything lined up, curl your toes under, and then we're going to lift up the knees, and you're hovering for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees back down. Good. So you're going to go straight back with the right leg. Keep the core engaged. Left arm straight out. And we're going to bring it in and tap knee towards elbow. Remember, it doesn't actually have to touch. You're just going in that direction. So in, tap, and extend. In, tap, extend, tap, extend, tap, roll that right hip open. Good, bring everything down. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Everything's set, and when you're ready, left leg is gonna go straight back, and then the right arm straight out. So nice strong cores here. We're gonna do the same thing, 5 taps. So inhale, tap, exhale, extend, inhale, tap, exhale, extend, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, one more inhale, and exhale, hold it. Good, bring everything down. You're gonna curl the toes under, plant those hands and press into your down dog. As you inhale, step up and into your forward fold. And as you inhale, gently curl your spine, come all the way up to standing. All right, we're gonna do one Sun A, and then we're gonna do that Dancing Warrior series. We've done it before where you're going into a lunge, Warrior 1, 2, reverse warrior, extended angle. There's a whole lot going on either side, but it's gonna get our bodies really, really warmed and really, really stretched out so that we are all set then for when we go back down and get into that crow pose. All right, so find your feet, roll those shoulders back, stand up nice and tall. We're gonna bring our hands into heart center. Inhale, exhale, lower, inhale, up, hinge from your hips, up and over, forward fold, bend the knees, fold into your lap, nice long neck, long spine. On your inhale, bring hands to shins, half lifting, so you have a nice flat back, long neck, long spine. You're reaching through the crown of the head, and then keep those shoulders down the back. Sorry, I didn't put the dog in his kennel. Guinness, go lie down. Good. As we exhale, we're going to bring our hands to the mat, step back into plank. Drop down to your knees if you need to. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog, all the way down. And then inhale up and back and into your down dog. Bend those knees, press those sits bones back. Pedal your feet out. On your inhale, step up and into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Little bend in the knees, engage that core, curl your spine, come all the way up to standing. sweep up. Hinge from the hips, up and over, forward fold. Good. So we're gonna plant our hands and walk our feet back. We're coming into down dog. So we're gonna do the Dancing Warrior series on both sides. So right leg first. So you're gonna go right foot up, three-legged dog. And then you're gonna bend that right knee, swing that right foot to the front. So you're in this lunge position. Do not drop that left knee. You're keeping that knee up. So from here, you're using your core, staying on those left toes, and you're gonna inhale, bring yourselves all the way up. Hands are up overhead in high prayer if you can. And then you're gonna turn the left foot, drop the heel, so you're in warrior position. Open up front to back, warrior two. Reverse warrior, so flip that right palm to the ceiling, left palm to the left leg. Sweeping back on your inhale. Inhale, back up. You're gonna come all the way down, right forearm, right thigh. The left arm is gonna come up overhead, extended side angle. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. And then you're gonna cartwheel those hands all the way down and step back into plank. Chaturanga, dropping down to your knees first if you need to. Inhale to your up dog. And then on your next inhale, up and back and into your down dog. We're going to do all of that on the other side. So when you're ready, here we go. Left foot up, three-legged dog. Take that left foot, swing it all the way to the front. Get yourself set and in that nice lunge. Remember, you're not dropping that right knee. You're keeping yourself up high. Use that core. Inhale. Bring those arms all the way up. Good. So you're going to turn and drop that right foot down. Open up front to back. Warrior two. Reverse warrior from here. So left palm up, right palm to the thigh. As you inhale, sweeping back. Inhale, coming all the way up and over, and you're coming into that extended side angle, so left forearm, left thigh, right arm up and over, reaching through the right fingers, palm faces the floor. As you inhale, coming back into warrior two. And then cartwheel all the way down, step back into your plank. Drop down to your knees if you need to, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And then as you inhale here, up and back and into down dog. On your next inhale, step up and into your forward fold. As you begin your inhale here, soft bend in the knees, engage the core, curl your spines, come all the way up to standing. All right, we're gonna do one more sun A to start. So find those feet, hands to heart center. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, sweep up. Hinge from your hips, up and over, forward fold. Bend the knees, fold into your lap. Nice long neck, long spine. On your next inhale, hands to shins, half lift. As you exhale, plant those hands, step back into plank. Drop to your knees here again if you need to. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And then as you begin your next inhale, up and back and into down dog. As you inhale, step into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, curl your spine, come all the way up. Alright, so we are going to grab our blocks if you have them. We're going to do a triangle and half moon balance on either side. So remember, you can always use the wall space if you need to for your half moon balance if you're near a wall. If you're not near a wall and you want to move, go ahead and do so you are there to use it. Otherwise, we'll just be on our mats. So we're going to start off right foot forward, left foot back, line our heels up. If you're using your block, if you have a block, you're putting it to the inside of that right foot. Good. So we're going to sweep those arms open. Big inhale. As you exhale, shift your hips back, reach forward. Right hand will come down, resting on that block on any height that you need it to be. If you're not using your block, you can just go ahead and move it off to the side. So your shoulders are nice and stacked, the chest is nice and open. As you inhale, engage your core, bring yourselves back up to standing. You can bring those arms down. So you're gonna shift into our half moon balance. Make sure that you guys can see me here. So you can use the block if you need to. You're going to put a little bend in the right knee. If you're using the block, it's to the outside of the right leg, and usually outside and offset. So you're not straight in line with that right foot. You're off to the right side a little bit more. It'll help you if you have trouble balancing. And then from there, you're going to shift all of that weight onto the right foot. You're trying to make an L shape with your legs. Right hand resting on the block if you're using the block. And then if you can, you're going to open up that left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Good. So from here, we're going to turn our gaze towards the floor, bring our hands down, and then step the left foot down and into your forward fold. Inhale, curl that spine, bring yourselves all the way up. Beautiful. All right, let's grab our blocks if we're using them. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So, right foot, our left foot is stepping forward, our right foot is facing out. If you're using your block for triangle, inside of the left foot, otherwise you can put it to the outside for your half moon balance if you need it, or if you're using it if you have one. So triangle first, so inhale, sweep yourselves open. As you exhale, shift your hips back, reach forward. Left hand will come down, right arm goes up. Remember to use that block if you need to. As you begin your next inhale, engage the core. Bring yourselves all the way up. Hands are going to come down. So you're going to shift into that half moon. So bending the left knee, using that block on the outer left corner. Shift all the weight up onto that left foot. And then opening up from there. So you're trying to bring that right leg up into that L shape with the legs. And then if you can, right arm will come all the way up and open and into your half moon on the other side. Trying to find that balance, use that core. Nice strong glutes here. And then from that, gaze turns towards the floor. Hands will come down, and you're going to step down and into your forward fold. As you inhale, curl your spine and bring yourselves all the way to standing. All right, guys, we are to crow pose. So this is gonna be really hard to show you guys. For those of you that know what to do, go ahead, have at it, play around with it, try and do a few of them. For those of you that don't, I'm gonna show you a few options. You can use your block to rest your forehead on. If you are very uncertain, you can put your bolster or blanket or something in front of you so that if you fall, your face at least hits that and not the floor. I will show you just regular crow pose first. I can't even tell you the last time I did this, so hopefully I can do it today. When you are in crow, you have to use your core muscles. Keeping them engaged is what is going to keep you from falling over. I mean, yes, it requires upper body strength because it's an arm balance, but it requires you to use your core and to breathe. Marianne, I think you're on. Make sure you're breathing if you're practicing this one. So you have to maintain your breath as well as your strength, because if you're not breathing when you're holding the posture and you're just holding your breath, as soon as you take a breath because you need to breathe, you're gonna fall out of it. So go ahead and start with just bringing your feet hip distance or slightly wider apart. You can sink into Malasana, the squat. Getting into the squat, even if you're on your toes, will help you get into the pose. Planting the hands, you want your fingers as spread apart as you can get those fingers. Having those nice wide fingers is going to give you a better base. From there, you're going to bend your elbows and the knees are going to go onto the backs of your arms. And then you're going to shift your weight forward and work on picking up the toes, keeping the core engaged. Okay, this is crow. So you have lots of choices. Forehead can rest on the block if you want to just kind of play around with picking up and using those core muscles but not actually balancing. You can do that. And then, like I said, bolster in front of you or blankets or pillows of some sort in front of you so that if you would happen to go like this and fall, at least your face is hitting something nice and cushy. So I just want you to try and play around with using those muscles, picking the toes up if you're not comfortable with balancing on the arms themselves. That's totally fine. Just really getting into the position and using the muscles that are required so that you can find that balance. child's pose. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly bring yourselves up and then swing yourselves around and have a seat on your butt. So that's crow pose. Keep practicing it. Maybe we should have a crow contest when we can get back to the studio. Hey guys? I know that some of you had it as a goal pose last time we were together. So it's a fun one to practice, and it definitely gets that core working if you are doing it properly. So show me your crows. Send them to me, or text them to me. Send them on to the Facebook page or whatever. I want to see your guys' crows. So go ahead and share your crows with me. If you don't know how to take a picture of yourself, just set your phone to video, get into it, do the pose, and then when you go back into the video, you just pause it and screenshot it. That's how I get my pictures. So for those of you that don't know that, send me your crow poses. I want to see pictures. All right, so let's move on. Seated forward fold. So legs are straight, feet are engaged. Props yourselves wherever you need them to be. Props underneath the knees, straps, blocks, however you need to be set. Find your sits bones, get the butt cheeks out of the way, so physically move the flesh off to the side so you can feel the sits bones. Fingertips are going to come next to your hips. Roll those shoulders back, sit up nice and tall. As you inhale, sweep up, and then as you exhale, fold in. So you're hinging from your hips. Keep your spines nice and long. Shoulders stay down the back. Remember, you don't actually have to reach your toes if you can't. It's okay. Just let those arms rest wherever. As you begin your next inhale, slowly curl that spine. Bring yourselves all the way up to your seat. We're going to take our right foot. We're going to pull it in. We're going to do half forward fold on each side. So remember, if you need that support underneath your right knee, go ahead and put it there. Left leg is still straight. Foot is still flexed. Find your sits bone on that left side if you lost it when you moved your right leg. Inhale, sweep up, get as much length in that spine as you can, and then as you exhale, hinge forward, same thing. Fingers don't actually have to reach the foot. You can let them rest wherever they land, keeping the spine long and the shoulders relaxed and down the back. As you inhale, engaging, curling, come back up to your seat. Take that right leg, straighten it all the way out. Give it a shake if you need to. And then you're going to pull that left foot in. Good, so same thing. Get yourselves all set. When you're ready, inhale, lengthen. And then as you exhale, fold in. 2 of them, and then I have a couple more core things that we're gonna work on. So lay yourself back, so have that space, make sure behind you. Bending the knees, plant the feet to the floor. Block in between those knees, if you have one, to keep those legs engaged. Backing the heels up towards the fingertips. Inhale, lifting the pelvis up, rolling those shoulders under. You can bend the elbows, press the backs of the arms into the floor. Use that leverage to get a deeper bend here. Hold that bridge pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly lower down. Get those shoulders back out, butt hits the floor. Good, we're gonna do that again. Everything set, fingertips towards heels. When you're ready, inhale, lift that butt up, curl those shoulders under, bend the elbows, plant to the backs of the arms, and then press up. Nice deep bridge pose. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll out. Good. If you were using your block, go ahead and pull it out. And you're going to plant those feet back to the floor. We're going to do pelvic tilts. So pelvic tilts are very small movements where you're just tilting the pelvis up and then pressing down, and it's really good for working those real low abdominal muscles. So back the heels up, plant the feet. You're going to inhale, tilt up. So when you tilt up, the hip bones are going towards the thighs. You're getting a space here in the low back when the back is lifting off of the floor. That's your inhale. As you exhale, you're pressing the spine into the floor. Keep those cores engaged. So very slowly, inhale, tilt up. Exhale, press. Follow your own breath. Inhaling, tilt. Exhale, press. One more of each, and then pull the knees into the belly. Give them a squeeze. You can rock side to side here. So I want you just to slowly come to center. So we're not rocking side to side anymore, we're just squeezing the knees in. You can squeeze the knees in, or you can bring the fingers behind and you can hold on to the thighs instead. It's really wherever you're most comfortable. And then what we're gonna do here is right now our whole back is to the floor and we're gonna lift. So just our butt, our sacrum comes up. So you're using the core to just lift and then relax. When you're ready, inhale, lift, exhale down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So just keep rocking. Inhale, squeezing in, exhale, relax. Two more. And then just keep squeezing those knees in. You can rock side to side again here if you'd like. And then when you're ready, we're gonna drop everything and get ready for Shavasana. So go ahead and straighten the legs out. Let the arms fall open. Blankets, cushions, layers, however you need to keep yourselves warm. So get everything settled. Let your bodies be really heavy. Arms and legs are falling open. As you start to settle, just noticing the weight in the feet, the weight on the heels, cross the tailbone, backs of your heads, everything being really heavy and melting down into the mat. Releasing any tension that you may have left in your fingers and toes, in your bellies, your jawline, throat. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And breathe. Breathe and release anything that does not serve you in this very moment. Breathing slowly. Soften and let go. Bend your knees, roll onto your side. And as you begin your next inhale, slowly work your way to your seat. Whoops. Alright. Today's quote. Your practice doesn't expect you to show up happy. It asks that you be present. It doesn't mind if you are put together or if you're a mess. You can arrive with a jumbled mind and a heavy heart. Your practice could care less if you can touch your toes or meditate for hours. It asks simply that you show up. Thank you everybody for showing up today. We're going to bring our hands to heart center. May the long sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Namaste. I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. I will see you back here on Sunday at 11 for Sunday stretch. If you need anything in between, let me know and show me those crows, guys. Have a great day.